Hello Internet. Let's talk about my YouTube channel. So I've had this channel for quite a long time, and I've posted probably around 100 videos or so. And for a lot of the time, a lot of that stuff has just been, like videos for my own amusement. I posted a lot of like vlogs and some silly short films, basically just stuff that I had fun making. I honestly didn't think too much about like who was watching or how many views it got or anything like that. I just made whatever I had fun making, and I didn't give too much thought to anything else. And looking back on some of those videos today, they're not necessarily things that I would want to make today, but I do remember like how much fun I had making those videos, and I kind of missed that. And then a couple years ago, probably around 2019, I decided that I wanted to try to get more serious about filmmaking, and I wanted to make like real movies, or like more like serious like documentary type stuff. That's what my taste started to gravitate in that direction, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. And so I had a whole bunch of ideas about stuff I wanted to do, and some of it I did, and to some extent, that was successful. I made a short documentary about Cicely King and her sign project, and that was really successful. In fact, it got the attention of a local movie theater, and the short film was shown in a movie theater, and we had like a Q&A, and that was an unbelievable experience. I made a video about my friend's comic book collection that by my channel's standards has done extremely well. It's right about 10,000 views now, which to me is unbelievable. And at the beginning of the pandemic, I shot a full-length documentary about how ordinary people were coping with the pandemic with the help of a bunch of people. And that was a great experience and a lot of fun. But mostly I just wanted to sort of focus on other people and like, cool people doing cool stuff, ordinary people doing cool stuff. That's kind of what I wanted to focus on. But since that full-length documentary project, I've done basically nothing. And I think there are two reasons for that. The first is that the pandemic really kind of took the wind out of my sails creatively. I didn't really feel like doing much, and because my shift in mindset was really toward like working with other people and making films about other people, that necessitated being around other people, which during a pandemic is like not the prudent thing to do. So a lot of the ideas that I had got put on the back burner for legit reasons. But I think the other thing that got in my way was my own self. And what I mean by that is because my mindset had shifted to making like more like real movies and serious content, that I began to discount every idea that I had, and I stopped experimenting, and I stopped trying to make stuff just for fun. And the end result was that I made nothing. Every time I would have an idea, because in my head, I'm trying to be taken more seriously. If I came up with an idea, I would think, oh, that's, it's too amateurish, or it's too silly, or it's not big enough. And so I ended up doing nothing. And I was too worried about what people would think about what I made. I was too worried about how many people would watch it. And that just sort of paralyzed me. So now I really have the itch to start making stuff again, and I'm gonna do my best to kind of throw all of those negative thoughts out the window and just focus on like picking up the camera and making stuff, and not worrying about what other people think, and not worrying about how many views it gets. Like if it gets 3 views, or it gets 100 views, or it gets 10,000 views, like whatever. I don't really care anymore. I just want to make stuff. This video is more like an accountability partner for me. So I'm making this video, putting it out there in the world as a way to spark my own creativity and to keep myself accountable, to keep making videos, to keep posting videos, and kind of see where this goes. There's that old saying that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. the second best time to plant a tree is today. And so that's kind of where my head is at the moment. I haven't done anything creatively for about a year, and the best time to start is right now. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And so if you've made it this far in this video, thank you. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and you know, follow along and see what I come up with. That's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.